Go
work
ahead.
at about 100 schools a year, from rural to private to inner city. And as a food cop, I'm observing, but I'm keeping my mouth shut, because if you postulate something a little too radical, like "what are you eating?" it goes home, and then the kids question their mother's integrity, and it starts a family war. Well, Jane is sort of chained, and change is sort of sad, but God is sort of good, and the children need some glad. They need a little poet and a person that often rhymes, and they need a little food without a ratchet line. The ratchet is the gangster, but the gangster is the thug, but the ratchet is the grocery store that simply cannot love. The carrot juice is missing, the bananas are so unsure, and the kids are writing poems and looking for a cure. The cure is like the Jane, and the Jane is often chained, and it seems like in 2019 we're still playing. If we could only hear the story of these young people and these young kids honestly expressing their biochemical and their spiritual discontinuity to food, let alone if we ever went to a slaughterhouse, or we saw what we were eating, even if we saw how the potato chips were made, or you saw how the jacket was made, and kids of the next millennium, they do have moral integrity. When I was 15, I came home with my health food stuff, and my mother sort of cried. And like most parents, the kids grow up eating what they learn to eat, and then the billboards and the signs and the machines in the schools in America brand them.
Yeah. Okay.
It may be in 25 years it will be mainstream, but why ruin kids' lives? And I've seen the difference being on this trip and seeing vegan kids and seeing non-vegan kids, and the consciousness, the awareness, the creativity, the happiness, the sleep, the weight is, why are we waiting, and why do people on the outside have to be so adversarial? The efforts are amazing, but the science is the book, but the food is so attractive, so they eat it when they look. Life is like science, but science is math. But in your movie, there was a line that says, we really do not need math. The scientists and the legislators and the doctors and the dreams and the refuge and the books, and tell me what it really means. Survival of the fittest, survival of the poor. Thank God for the scientists, but it's the truth we ignore. And the truth we ignore is we don't bring it to an experiential, and I'm on this trip, and Colin and Dr. Campbell and I have ideas, but to take it to a higher institution in middle America, Indianapolis, Indiana, is very hard. Probably on the coast, your work in Canada is moving a little quicker than it is in America.